Hey there, Jeff Zimfer, Mortgage Marketing Institute. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to touch base real briefly and talk about a topic that I know is near and dear to many of a mortgage loan officers' heart and soul, and that is why teach agent classes. So I'm hosting a webinar coming up on this topic on Thursday, 2 days from now, and I'll put a link, a URL into the bottom of your view here. So you can click over to that and register if you want to check out the presentation about why I teach agent classes. But let me just sum it up for you. I'm going to take you through kind of a quick overview of some of the topics we're going to be talking about on that upcoming webinar. And that is this. I guess the first thing is to talk about is, how many of you are tired of hearing when you approach a real estate agent, whether you're doing a cold call, whether you're approaching them out in public or something, how many of you are tired of hearing, just by show of hands or, comment down below, are hearing the usual excuses such as like, oh, I already have a lender, or all my buyers are cash buyers, right? That's always a good one. Or I'm a listing agent only. I don't work with buyers. The excuses are many and often. And I know it's incredibly frustrating when we hear those excuses because, well, sometimes they're telling the truth and sometimes they're just not. As a matter of fact, I would guess that more often than not, it's just a knee-jerk deflection. It's, it's like that when you're walking in the store and a retail clerk comes up to ask you, hey, is there something, I can help you with? And our typical knee-jerk reaction to that is, no, just looking. Well, why? Well, in the case of the real estate agent, there's a number of reasons why. And you think about, why do they respond with, hey, I already have a lender, or, all the other excuses is oftentimes it comes down to, the old saying you've heard before, right? People buy from people they know, like, and trust. Well, if it's a cold approach, whether it be over the phone, in person, or whatnot, they don't know you, right? And so they can't, if they don't know you, they can't like you and they can't trust you, right? And so we haven't established the basis of a relationship and the basis for even engaging in, a potential conversation about, becoming a referral partner and so forth. So I think the first point I'm trying to make is that you have to understand the mindset of real estate agents, right? They don't know you, so they can't be open and receptive to that proposal, right? So and that's one of the reasons why you teach agent classes is it gives you that opportunity to establish a platform. And for the period of time that you're in front of agents for an hour or whatever it is, it gives you an hour to get them warmed up to you, right? To get them to know you, get them to like you, right? And to slowly build that trust over time. So that's the first reason to teach agent classes, is that it is a very efficient and relatively quick manner to be able to build that awareness, to be able to build the likability factor, and to be able to build trust with your local real estate agents. Another reason why you want to consider hosting and teaching real estate agent classes is because if you look at the traditional sales model, right, it's broken. The traditional sales model is what's often referred to as interruption marketing, right? It is cold calling, it is door knocking, it is trying to break into closed offices and things like that. And it's simply not as effective or as efficient as it perhaps once was. I mean, you could argue that, right, for a long time it hasn't been that efficient or effective. There was a study done by the Keller Center at Baylor University, and they looked at a cold calling study, if you will, in terms of outbound calls. And these are the stats on that. If you invested an hour and a half per day, or 7.5 hours per week, and you made a total of 209 calls per week, and in this particular study, the results from those 209 calls where they got 59 answers. Of those 59 answers, there was one appointment or one referral booked from that. So out of 209 calls, there was one appointment. So my question to you is, are you willing to make 209 calls a week? Have you made 209 calls in a month? I mean, the ratio on that is 209 to 1. For every 209 calls, you're going to get one appointment or one referral. That's cold calls. So in terms of how valuable your time is in a leveraged activity, right? An activity that can really produce quantum leaps, results for you in your business, the cold calling is probably not at the top of the list. Does it have its place? Sure. Is there a place that cold calling is appropriate? Probably. And it's up to you to decide, where you want to integrate that into your business. But in terms of like a very consistent, predictable source for generating connections with real estate agents, not the most efficient method. That's why realtor classes, teaching classes, is better than cold calling. for the reasons I mentioned earlier about building the ability to know, like, and trust you, right? It's not interruption marketing. It's actually adding value to our relationships. It's positioning you as someone who's unique and different, right? And if you know that saying of, like, build a better mousetrap, the world will beat a path to your door. Teaching agent classes is a better mousetrap. It simply is. Think about it. If you need to go through a lot of agents to find those core 10 or 20 that are going to refer you business consistently over a year, how many agents do you need to go through, sift and sort? How many toads, essentially, do you need to kiss to find those prince or princess agents, right, that are going to become those referral partners for you? Is it 50? Is it 100, right? And so what is a more effective, what's a quicker way to get there? Is it onesie twosie, or is it to make your first meeting with 20 or 30 real estate agents at the top of the funnel instead of, onesie twosie? You're going to get there that much quicker. Would you agree? I hope so. Leave your comments below. So those are two reasons why you want to teach real estate agent classes. And another reason is just for the sheer sake of, look, unfortunately, there's this thing going on in the industry called clone marketing. And that is where most loan officers, probably your area too, are pretty much doing the same thing over and over again without much variance, right? Maybe they're cold calling, they're doing broker previews, open houses, they're showing up with, maybe even donuts still, I don't know, some type of gift to try and get attention. It comes back to this, right? In today's world, if here's a great quote from Seth Godin. In a crowded marketplace, fitting in is a failure. In a busy marketplace, not standing out is the same as being invisible. It's the old adage about, you can't be a secret agent and succeed in this business. The only secret agent that is a successful secret agent is James Bond, okay? And you are not James Bond. You're a mortgage professional. And I want to plant this seed in your head about positioning yourself and building your platform, because the new rules of sales and marketing state that how people buy and how people build that know, like, and trust factor has changed. The modern referral process has changed. Today we engage on social networks. Why? Well, because it gives us the power, puts us in the power position to be able to investigate and research and find out what's a particular product or service like or about. What do other people have to say about this person or that company or whatnot? And it also online, and offline as well, allows us to engage our target audience and allows us to educate them. You can't do that when you're simply picking up the phone and making cold calls. It's very difficult to have time to engage and educate. It's about boom, right? Trying to get that appointment, right? And so today it's about educating and engage. And what's the platform you have as a mortgage professional with real estate agents or other referral partners, financial planners as well? What is the ideal platform to educate and engage? Well, there's online, social media, websites, blogging, absolutely. And then there's offline, right? And then the other reason why teaching real estate agent classes makes sense is because of the power of offline. And if you agree with that, leave your comments below. Let me know who you are, where you're calling in from. I hope you're calling in from. What am I saying? You're watching a video. This Facebook Live stuff is awesome, isn't it? So it's the modern referral process in action, right? Today it's about educate and inform instead of interrupt and sell. And perhaps you've heard the term content marketing before, right? What is content marketing? Well, it's basically how people buy today. Content marketing is sharing relevant content that helps somebody solve a problem. It helps them learn about, it could be first-time home buyers that need to better understand the home buying process. It could be realtors, right, that are looking for information to help them with business-related issues that they have, be it related to social media, database marketing. Bottom line, the whole purpose of content marketing and the whole reason why the new rules of marketing have changed in that now it's about engaging and sharing relevant content is because people are seeking and hungry for connection, relationships, and they want a valuable experience, right? They're seeking trust and authenticity, not just sales tactics and buy from me, here's why I'm so great, and all these different reasons. They're seeking relevancy and authenticity. How can you help? How can you educate and inform instead of interrupt and sell? I want you to start asking that question of every engagement you have, whether it's referral partners or consumers. How can you educate and inform instead of just interrupt and sell, right? And that brings out a whole new mindset. And that's where the content marketing piece comes in being able to share relevant content, both online and off. Okay. And the last reason I'll give you as to why you should consider teaching real estate agent classes is for all the other reasons I mentioned, and talk about building a platform and positioning you as a thought leader, right? That's a huge reason right there, is you want to position yourself differently than every other loan officer in your local area. You need to put a stake in the ground and say, you are different, you are unique, you're not a taker, you're a giver, right? And so you want to build this platform that establishes you as a thought leader, as somebody who is providing consistent, relevant value to your local real estate agent community. Teaching real estate agent classes is the best format to do that, right? It's not online, it's not social media, it's not living behind your computer. It's getting out in the field, it's getting boots on the ground, getting amongst your local real estate agent community and establishing yourself as a valuable contributor to that community. Thank you, Ryan Owens, for agreeing to that. I owe you a free book, man. Private message me and I'll mail you a free book. My instant referrals for loan officers book. Here, free plug for that right here. There you go. Thank you. And so the last thing, the reason why, is because hosting real estate agent classes is a system, right? It is a system. You think about marketing, everything's a system. You need a funnel. You need to somehow to get people on top of the funnel. And when done right, real estate agent classes can be the best funnel you have for capturing real estate agents, getting noticed and getting attention, because you're in person, right? And the power of in person is way more powerful than online and social media. The elements that go into quickly establishing trust happens so much more quickly in person than they ever can online. Online's cool, it's a great component for it. We're doing it right here, right? I love it. But it's not enough, and it's not the only pillar you need to have in your business. You need to have the ability to, that's right, belly to belly, Ryan, thank you so much. Belly to belly, that's where it happens in the real estate community. Agents want to know you, see you, touch you, feel you, not in a weird way, right? They want to know that you're somebody who's unique and different. And so agent seminars are a great funnel to be able to capture that audience, to engage with them over time, to build that awareness, to build likability and trust and nurture those relationships. And then if done right, build, to convert those relationships to one-on-one meetings, referral partners, coffee talks. And as I said just a few moments ago, I don't think you were here for that, Ryan, but you got to kiss a lot of toads to find the prince, right? We're going to go through a lot of agents to find those 10 or 20, that core, that are going to send us a business on a regular basis. So if you're cold calling, if you're doing onesie twosie, you need to get in front of, let's say, 100, 200 agents, right, to get your 10 or 20. It's going to take you a long time to do that one by one, right? You're going to get there a lot more quickly by doing small group, highly valuable educational seminars, right? 20, 30 agents in the room at a time, using that as your system, as your top of your funnel to be able to now convert, add value, so on and so forth, and build your platform, get known amongst your local real estate agent community. Lastly, I said at the top, if you missed it, Ryan, I'm hosting a webinar Thursday, going more in depth about why to teach agent classes. I'll make sure I send you that link if you private message me on getting you that book. Happy to do that. And I'll also post it. It's, by the way, it's getpowerfulpresentations.com/class. I'll say it again, getpowerfulpresentations.com/class. Yes, PM me. Thank you very much. Anybody else watching this, you can PM me too for a link to the webinar coming up on Thursday, and I'll post it in the post video rewrite on that. So thanks, Ryan, for checking in, man, and everyone else. Jeff Zimfer, Mortgage Marketing Institute, and we will see you on the next Facebook Live. By the way, if you got any more questions, I'll be willing to take them right now. Thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. Oh, look at that. Facebook love. Loving it. Ryan, quick question. Have you done agent seminars before? If so, let me know. As we wrap it, I'm just testing this interactivity here of Facebook Live. So cool. Almost as good as a conference call. All right, so once again, getpowerfulpresentations.com/class, and you'll get a link to go to that webinar. Thanks for chiming in and watching today's show. Hope you got a few ideas out of it, and if you want more, obviously hop on the webinar we're doing later this week. Jeff Zimfer, Mortgage Marketing Institute. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Make it a great day. Go get yourself some agents. See ya.